Number 6 is setting clear boundaries. Few things have done more for my mental health than learning how to set clear boundaries. It's been a total game changer for me. Here's the truth, Mama. You cannot be all things to all people all the time. You can't. If you try, you're gonna burn out. And believe me, because I've tried and I burned out. So you have to set those boundaries. You have to be very clear and very intentional with your time, your energy, your resources. So try identifying a problem area in your life, identifying your limits in that area, and then setting clear boundaries based on those limitations. I wrote a blog post all about how to set boundaries. I will link it in the description box below. Number 7 is decluttering trouble spots. And I mean this literally and figuratively, but let's start with the literal. I'm talking about our physical surroundings, because I know that for me, when I'm surrounded by stuff and chaos, then my mind is filled with stuff and chaos too. And when I can't control the chaos necessarily, it helps that I can control my physical surroundings. And Mama, we get to decide what stays, what goes. We are the CEOs of our home and of our lives, of our schedules, of our minds. So we have to take action, we have to take responsibility, and we have to actively declutter for the sake of our mental health. Let's start with pain points, trouble spots in our home. I'm sure that you could sit down and in a minute or two come up with several. I know for me, the number one pain point is generally our laundry room, mud room. It's the main point of entry that we use to get into our home, coming in from our garage, and it just seems to just get dumped. So that is an area where I really strive to keep it free of clutter. I do have some organizational systems in place as well, but the key here is getting rid of anything you don't love or use. And if it's like off season, then it needs to be stored. Just keep it to the bare essentials in those trouble spots. So try identifying a pain point or trouble spot, setting the timer for 20 minutes, and just decluttering your heart out. Have a bag for throwaway, one for giveaway, and one for like selling if you want to go down that road. And then when you're done, when the timer goes off, deal with those bags immediately. Like, take care of them. Get them out of your house, out of your life. I know it seems like a lot of trouble at the time, but you will thank me later. Number 8 is to get outside. I think we highly underestimate the healing powers of nature, and getting outside, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes, even if it's not sunny out, like the fresh air just helps clear my brain. It gives me a reset. Bonus points if you can go barefoot on the ground and practice some grounding. That is so good for so many reasons, but mental health is definitely one of them. So try maybe picking out a local hike that you want to do, going for a walk in your neighborhood every other day on a consistent basis, doing some yoga poses outside while your kids play, even laying out a picnic blanket and just laying there and reading with your kids. Any little bit helps. Number 9 is give the screens a rest. And I know we've touched on this lightly when we talked about detoxing from social media, but so much in our modern day lives revolves around a screen, which is both amazing and magical, but then can also be very detrimental to our health on so many levels. So taking the time to just rest from screens is so important to cultivating mental health. So refreshing and healing for our brains to do something other than looking at a screen. So if it means journaling in an old-fashioned notebook, writing a snail mail letter to a friend, reading a hard copy book, flipping through an actual magazine in the bathtub, like try any of those things. And then also Maybe even designating like screen-free times in your day, like maybe before a certain time in the morning, you can get through your morning routine before you turn on a screen, or a screen-free evening where you just curl up with a cup of tea and a book. Whatever works best for you, just make it happen. Number 10, last but not least, is automate and outsource. Mama, we do so many things every day, and it's good and it's beautiful, but it's also hard and exhausting, and we were not created to operate beyond a certain mental capacity without some form of relief. So accept the help. I know asking for help, it's definitely a learned skill. I know that's been true in my life, but accept the help, and if it's not offered, ask for it. Go out and find it. Pay for it. Hire it, whatever you need to do to make it happen. Get the help that you need. We have so many resources nowadays. Try looking at your to-do list and seeing what can be automated or outsourced. Think grocery delivery or pickup, meal delivery or meal kits, hiring a house cleaner, joining subscriptions where things that you need come right to your door, signing up for automatic bill pay, whatever you need to do, automate, outsource, free up your mental capacity. That's it for this video. 10 ways that you can cultivate mental health and care for your mind.